And I'm just drawing a very light circle. So all I want you to do is draw a very light circle.
That's right.
Cake, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So this is going to be the start of how we kind of draw Bugs Bunny in his head, right? Now, he's going to be tilting his head a little bit, looking off in one direction. So what we have are sight lines, right? And I'm going to draw kind of a curved line. If you notice, I'm going to zoom in a little bit right there. If you notice, it's just to the right side of the circle because he's going to be looking a little bit off to his right. And then we're going to put in where his eyes are. So he's kind of looking where his head's kind of straight up. So I'm going to draw another curved line. Notice I'm keeping my lines very light so that I have like kind of like a plus sign right there in the middle of his face. All right, because this is where the lines combine. Here is where his nose is, and then we're going to build all the features off his face. So what I want you to do is right where they cross, I just want you to put a little triangle in. Little triangle.
Upside down triangle.
All right. So, you know, if you were at camp, you'd probably see bunnies right now. So this is totally appropriate. Bugs Bunny jumping around. Here we go with circles. So I'm going to draw another circle right here. I'm going to keep it smaller and very light. All right, you see that right here? It touches both these lines here. Very light circle because this is going to be one of his cheeks. And then it's kind of just a squash circle. It's technically an oval, but I'm going to do another one right about here. Okay. Keeping it super light. Remember, keep it very light because we're going to go back. These are kind of just our searching lines right now. And a searching line is just construction based. Our decision line is when we make our final choice. All right, so we have this kind of in, right? We kind of know where he goes now. What I'm going to want you to do is from the corner of that little triangle on his nose, I want you to just draw an arc right along that line where you drew the oval. You can make that a little bit darker and the same thing on the other side. All right, just like that.
How do you make that?
That's going to be like the top of his cheeks. All right, now we're going to kind of build everything off of that. So his eyes, when a character or even a human, right, any creature is looking in where they're not looking right at you and they're looking off in the direction, their features are going to be a little bit different. So what I want you to do is on this side here, you draw kind of an oval for his eyeball. And then on this side, it's going to be a little thinner and a little smaller. And they angle back a little. Keep it nice and light. Start to his eyeball. And then we're going to do his eyebrow. Now, you see the top of his circle, right? This eyebrow is going to kind of come up above that circle. And so is this one. And the difference is going to be this eyebrow is going to touch the side of his eyeball, just like that.
That's Randy.
All right. Randy, welcome. Okay, so now Bugs' head is not a perfect circle, right? It's not in a perfect half circle shape. What we're going to do is coming off his eyebrow, we're going to just go over a little bit and then down, like so. And this is why we keep those lines underneath nice and light, because those are just kind of guides to start us. And on the other side, we're just going to have another little line that comes right over here, and that's the side of his face.
Hello.
Hello.
All right.
All right.
Now, Bugs is, while his head is tilted toward the right side of our paper, he's going to be looking a little bit to the left. So we're going to draw his eyeballs in.
Yeah.
So I fill that in. I usually just have like a little speck of whites, kind of like a little glint of reflection in his eyeball. All right. And on the top of his head, he's got this kind of spiky tuft of hair. It's kind of like 1, 2, 3, right? So you can put that right in the middle.
Right.
All right, how's everybody doing so far? Not bad?
Not good.
Not good?
Very bad.
All right,
Yeah, my lines are a little bit dark for the circle head.
that's okay.
Yeah,
Every part of my thing is ducks.
It's- All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get into Bugs's mouth in here. And now underneath his nose, we're gonna create a little, kind of a little like tiny U shape, right? Just like this.
Finish it out.
Then notice like these are his smile lines, right? So I'm gonna take one line and I'm gonna bring it all the way over and it's gonna touch it. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. From the top of the little U right in, and it's gonna touch that, and then it's gonna come right over and touch that. Top of his mouth. And then here we're gonna finish off his mouth right here. So where we have where I do this line in half, I'm gonna right where my circle is, I'm gonna bring this mouth down a little bit. And then same thing over here. Right there. And just like that, we've got a big open mouth. Now, Bugs has some big old buck teeth, right? And so how we do the teeth is it's the same exact size as this kind of U shape there where under his nose. So you can just bring that down like a little rectangle and then do a line in the middle. Just like that, you've got Bugs' teeth. The last thing we're gonna add is his mouth or his tongue.
Hello, guys.
So just like that, piece of cake, right?
Hello.
Then all I'm gonna do is shade in a little bit the inside of his mouth. Just like that.
Hello.
Hi.
What's up, Dylan?
All right. Everybody got that so far? Doing pretty good.
I don't.
yeah.
All right, excellent. Okay. Now to round this out, we're gonna bring his cheeks down. So all I want you to do is kind of follow that line very gently down, and it goes underneath. Okay, same thing on the other side. Now we're gonna create his neck, like that. Once you have that smooth line that goes around the side, what I'll usually do is come back and add a little bit of, I'll slow down after this and let everybody catch up. I'm just gonna put his fur on his cheeks like that. To give a few lines, I'll wait for everybody to catch up. All right, give it like another 30 seconds. As everybody puts in his fuzzy cheeks. Yeah, if you wanna pin my video, you can go in where the little dots are, and you can put pin video, and then that'll make mine bigger. Or you can go to speaker view. All right, everybody feel comfortable starting on his ears? Alyssa, how do you feel? You good? It's starting on his ears.
All right.
All right, here we go. So Bugs has some big ears, and we've left, as you can see, we've left plenty of room at the top of the paper for his ears. So what I want you to do is we're just gonna go start from like where that tuft of hair is. And we're gonna do like a curve. It's gonna curve up, over and up, like so. And then I'm gonna bring it down like that. Almost kind of like you're doing a banana pepper, which are awesome peppers. If you've never had a banana pepper, they're quite delicious. His ear looks like a banana pepper. All
I have no
right,
idea what it is.
banana. It's not too spicy. It's just a hint of spice, quite flavorful.
Okay.
Welcome to Drawing with Ben and Cooking, all in the same thing. All right. We've got one ear out. Now this is the outline of his ear, right? So now we're going to do the outline of his other ear. And what we're going to do is the Rocky Raccoon eats peppers in the woods,
Yeah.
right?
Wow.
And then this ear is going to come off over here and kind of curve over. Let's see how that goes. His ears up there. All right, so that's the outline of the ear. We'll give everybody like 15 seconds to catch up here. So I'm going to give you a little secret too to Bugs Bunny cartoons, and depending on how much money they had, what they were able to do with Bugs Bunny. Stop. All right, so now that we've got the outline of the outside of his ears, let's put the insides of his ears together. So we're going to start with this ear. And you notice because he's looking in one direction, and not the band One Direction, but in an actual one direction, that means that one side of his ear is going to be a little bit bigger than the other. So I just want you to do, it does not connect. There's one line that goes like this and then stops before it connects at the top. Okay, and then we're going to bring another line and up here a little closer, and we'll connect that to it. And notice this is a little thinner and this is a little thicker because Bugs is looking off to his right. Put that back. I don't know what it is, but stop taking stuff out of the closet. All right. And then on this side, we're going to do the same thing where we're going to create a line like so. Right? It's going to be a little bit thicker. Again, we're not going to connect it to the top. And bring it all the way down. Just like that, we have the insides to his ears. All right, so here's the production, the funny production part of Bugs Bunny. So depending on how much money they had in the budget, when they animated Bugs Bunny, he either had 2 whiskers on each side or 3 whiskers on each side. So if they had more money in the budget, they gave him 3 whiskers. And today we have money in the budget, so Bugs Bunny, right off his nose, is going to get 3 whiskers, just like that. Easy. 1, 2, 3 on each side. Warner Brothers has decided to gift us with an additional $5. All right. So now you can see like all my lines are pretty light, right? And even if your lines are a little dark, that's okay, because now what we're going to do is we're going to go in and darken our final lines. So we call those our decision lines, right? So all I want you to do is if yours is nice and light, just go in and outline that final line that you want to pick. Right. Here we go. Make those nice and dark.
Zach.
Did you know that what is today's date? The 20th. In 7 days, Bugs turns 80 years old. Did you know that?
Really?
Yes, he does. It is his 80th birthday on June or July 27th.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
So now you all have,
That's not.
right? So you can all, this is our happy birthday to Bugs. All right, so I'm going to darken in my lines, and then if you want to, what I'll do is I'll usually go in and, so part of Bugs is gray, right? And I'll just shade in a little bit the gray part, which is just his ears, the outsides of his ears, and the top of his head. Rocky Olson says he does look great at 80. I would agree, Rocky, which almost begs the question is, how old are you? But you don't have to say if you don't want to, because I know that sometimes people don't like to say their age. I'm 41, so to give Rocky I'm 41.
Okay.
So,
I didn't know that.
Ella is 9. Oh, Rocky Raccoon, 29 and a half. Fantastic. Well, you look very spry for 29 and a half. All right, so I'm going to go in and just do a little shading. All right.
That's fun look.
Give bugs like to show the gray fur, which is, again, just the outside of his ears.
Gray fur, gray fur, gray fur, gray fur, gray fur, gray fur, gray fur.
And the top of his head. Alyssa is 10. So right now, really, if we combine all our ages, we almost get up to how old Bugs is. All right, so there's our Bugs Bunny. And then, of course, the last thing that you should do when you're finished with your drawing is sign your name. Just like that. All right, now, who would like to show their drawing?
I tried that.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. All you have to do is raise, like, I'm going to start with Lucy, okay? And if you would like to show your drawing, because I would love to see it, if you'd like to start with your drawing, I can see it, and then you can show me your drawing. All right, Lucy, let's start with you, dear. Wait, where did she go? All right, hold on, Lucy, don't move. Check that out. Nice job. Have you ever drawn funny before?
No.
No, that is amazing. All right, good job, Lucy. Thanks for sharing. All right, who else would like to show their drawing? All right, I got Ella, and then I'm gonna go to Derek after Ella. So hold on 1 second. Let me spotlight Ella.
Okay.
Dude, look at you. That's amazing. I love that. Have you ever drawn Bugs Bunny before?
No, but my brother can draw really good, so I just do what he does.
Dude, well, I would say not only does your brother draw very good, well done, Ella. Thank you so much. All right, let's roll over to Derek. Derek, my man, let me spotlight your video. What? Derek, that looks awesome. Have you ever drawn Bugs Bunny before?
No, actually, I've never drawn cartoons before.
You've never drawn cartoons before. Derek, I'm gonna give you a hand right now, man, because that's awesome. Look what you did. Yeah, everyone's giving you a hand. Absolutely.
He's calling people's names.
Good job.
Good job, Derek.
Oh, I'm not.
Good job, Derek.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
Let's roll to.
Good job, Derek.
Hey, Nathan, you want to show yours? I'm going to spotlight Nathan. Nathan, do you want to show your drawing?
No, thank you.
No? All right. Well, then I'll spotlight somebody else. All right. Let's go to Lolo. Can I go to Lolo? Will you spotlight your drawing? Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what you got. Yes. Come on. What?
That's pretty awesome.
That is awesome. Way to go. Have you ever done this?
I've drawn before.
I can tell. All right. Well, that looks amazing. And I say hands. I will give you a to the screen. High five to the screen. All right. Let's go to man, I forget what your name is. So you're gonna have to help me out. I'm spotlighting you right now. What's your name? Is it William Hughes?
Yeah.
All right.
I tried.
Get out. You did it all by yourself?
Yeah, I just say I guess.
I think you did amazing. I like the fact that you kind of did a drop the mic with your sketchbook.
Yeah, just do it.
All right. Well, that was a good throw. So not only can you draw, but you have an arm. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to Jillian. Jillian, can I spotlight you, please?
My webcam's kind of funky. Is this?
Yours
That's
looks
awesome.
You're like, I don't really do this. I've never done it before. Bam! Then there it is. And then all of a sudden, it's kind of awesome. So, yeah, I would say the win. Come on now. You did a great job, dude. All right. I'm wondering if, Randy, did you draw? Tell me you drew, Randy. Randy didn't draw. All right, Randy, maybe like get a crayon, draw on the wall, do something for me. Let's see what we can do. Would there anybody else, I'm going to spotlight myself for a moment, anybody else that would like to, you can just raise a hand, I kind of want to see what the raccoon drew, because you know they have hands, they can wash their food. Come on, why couldn't he draw? So anybody else, real quick? Did I miss anybody? Dottie, did you draw? Dottie's giving me a smile. I think she. Did you draw, Dottie? No. All right. Well,
How do you
maybe.
raise your hand?
All right. Let's do. How about Tyler? Do you want to show Tyler? No. All right. No. No on Tyler. That's
How
fine.
do you raise your hand? This.
So you can just raise your actual hand. Is fine.
Okay. I know because I'm using my my phone right now, so I don't know.
Oh, well, yeah. I can see. You can just raise your physical hand. It's fine. All right. So let's do this. We're gonna get into another character. You know what? Let's stay in the animals. And, raccoons. Oh, look at what Rocky.
Anyway.
The raccoon drew another raccoon.
Cat.
I'm very impressed by that. So let's do this. We're going to get into Wile E. Coyote, all right? Because why not? Let's learn how to draw Wile E. Coyote. So I'm going to go with overhead view. Everybody's got a piece of paper?
Yep, and a pencil.
And a pencil. That's excellent.
I don't.
I got a piece of paper and a pencil.
That's perfect. That's all you need. All right.
I
So
don't have anything.
I want to go back to this.
imagine
This
this.
better screen. I can see that I'm talking.
Okay. I'm going to mute everybody just so I can hear you go up. So don't be offended, William. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to start with a circle. Imagine that. So what I want you to do on your paper, it can be about halfway, is I want you to very lightly draw a circle like this. And I don't care how many, if you have overlapping lines, it doesn't matter. Just draw a circle. Okay. And then Wile E. Coyote is going to be looking straight at us. And we're going to do the Wile E. Coyote pose where he's like, oh, shoot, I'm about to go over a cliff. Or he's already over a cliff and gravity is about to take charge. So there's a sight line. So this lets us know that his eyes are, he's looking straight at us, okay? So there's a very light line that goes up and down. And then for this, we're going to go slightly down. So about a quarter of the way up the circle, we're just going to do a light curved line. Keep your lines nice and light, okay? And that's where his eyeballs are going to sit. Now for Wile E. Coyote, we've got kind of like 2 circles and 2 ovals that make up his face. So what we're going to do here is we're going to put an oval down here, right? So just beneath the circle, it doesn't quite touch. And then you see where these lines touch, right? Where we have his eyeball lines, we're going to do another. We're going to do ovals, and we're going to have them kind of slanting down a bit because he's going to kind of be not frowning necessarily, but sort of, because he's fall off a cliff as he does.
But it's still going to come off. And I can...
All right, so we have this is the makeup for Wile E. Coyote. All right, now from here, we're going to start to like rough in his eyeballs. So what I want you to do, because he's about to fall off a cliff, his eyeballs are super big. So I want you to do super big eyeballs like so. Keep it nice and light. So when Chuck Jones, and Chuck Jones is the reason why we're drawing all these characters today, he created Wile E. Coyote. He also created Marvin the Martian, Roadrunner, Michigan J. Frog, a whole bunch of stuff. He read a book. How many of you have read Mark Twain already? Mark Twain stories, right? Chuck Jones was a huge Mark Twain fan, and he read Roughing It at age 7. And I don't know about you, but I was definitely not reading Mark Twain at age 7. And they had a description of a coyote, and that's what he used 30 years later to create Wile E. Coyote. All right, so on his nose, or on his schnoz, right, his snout, we're going to put his nose, which is kind of like a little bit of a bent rectangle. I'll pause here for station identification.
My pencil broken.
All right, go ahead and sharpen it, and then
My pencil is broken.
can you sharpen it? Do you have a pencil sharpener?
Yeah.
All right, go.
My mom's doing that right now.
That's all. Your mom's the best. Way to go, Nathan's mom. I hope she could hear that. Major props to Nathan's mom. All right.
I'm gonna take out my. Then you can say it.
Yeah, the raccoon is also giving your mom a hand. Way to go, Nathan's mom. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna get this. We're gonna get his schnoz, his snout going. So see this oval that you created, we're going to bring a line around like so.
I
Right?
don't have the best oval, but it's good enough.
Hey, you know what? That looks great, dude. You got a very good oval. That works for a schnoz. So we're not going to touch that center line, but we're going to come very close. All right, and then we're going to create another line off here. It's going to be a little bit of a curve,
Good enough.
and it's going to do this. Almost like a bendy road, right? So this is kind of like where his mouth line is right here. And then off this side, we're going to do the same thing. It's going to kind of curve around. We're going to follow that line that we have on that oval.
This is how much I got.
Let me see yours real quick. Hold on. I'm going to spotlight you, Nathan. Don't go anywhere. Hold that drawing back up there. Dude, all right, hold up. There you go. Come on, man. You're doing good. That's awesome.
Hold on. Let me just Can you guys see it?
I can. Yeah, you're good, dude. Okay. You keep going. I'm gonna come back to this side. All right, so we have this right now. He's got these lines, right? Kind of the bumps on his snout. We got about 3 of those.
And I just made his head.
Okay.
And I just have.
No, so we have like 3 little lines here, and then 1 line that goes up and kind of connects to his eyeballs. And this is very important because this is where we're gonna get his cheeks from. Okay, I'll give everybody like 15 seconds. So in making a Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner cartoon, there were also 9 rules that they had to apply, which means every time they wrote one of these cartoons, they gave themselves rules that they had to follow. One was that the coyote could only be harmed by himself, like the Roadrunner, if you notice in those cartoons, never did harm the coyote. He was only harmed himself. All right, so I want you to bring that line up to the circle, bring this line up to the circle from underneath his eyes, and then we're gonna go around that oval that we created and bring that in, both sides. All right, so that's but keep it light because we're gonna add a little bit of fur lines and stuff to that. That kind of creates his cheeks, right? And now beneath he's falling, right? So gravity is taking control. So his neck, we're gonna do the cartoon stretch to the neck. And then his like little Adam's apple here, right? Like so. Falling off the cliff, Wiley, all right? So we got super light lines in there. You got his neck, extends down. Okay. We got that done. We're gonna go up to finish off the top of his head. So Wile E. Coyote's got these great eyebrows, and they kind of come up, and it won't touch all the way down here, but kind of bring it up to where the top of the circle is, right? And then another one, and you just want to touch the side of his eye with it, all right, like so. And then just like Bugs, he has kind of like the sides of his head that go right up there and kind of touch at the same point. Give everybody like a little bit
This
here.
is what mine's looking like.
You're looking great, man.
Thank you.
That raccoon's gonna be running from your coyote here pretty soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. All right. Doing well. All right, so let's continue on here with his eyes. So he's gonna be looking straight at us, and because he knows he's in trouble, right? They're gonna be super tiny eyeballs. He's just looking right at you, and then you want to leave like a little white space in the middle. Nathan is tearing it up, man. Good job, buddy. All right. So we've got this kind of roughed in, right? Now we're going to get to his ears. So Well, actually, we're gonna add a little bit of hair to the top. So again, he's got kind of the little spiky hair tuft. You just want to add that to the top. And we're gonna start with his ears. So easy shapes.
So this is his hair.
Yes, you did great, man.
Thank you.
I'm
I'm
actually,
not that good, but
you know what? I think it's very good.
yeah.
All right, so we got a triangle like that. So you'll kind of want to create two shapes. And again, keep it very light because this is just the outline of his ear. So that's one ear. We got an outline in. I'll give everybody like 10 more seconds. Another rule was the Acme products would work like they were supposed to, but he would always get in trouble because he would misuse the Acme products, which is why he would always injure himself. And the Roadrunner never talks. All he says is beep, beep. Or maybe it's beep, meep. But we won't debate that here today. All right, so let's get into the second ear. The second ear is kind of going to go up a little bit more. And it's going to be a nice big arced line, right? Just like this. And all I want you to do is bring it down on the other side and then curve it in, all right? Just like that. I'm gonna zoom out just a tad so you can see it. There you go.
This is the best I could do.
I would say the best that you can do is a high five from me. So very well done, sir. Keep going. We'll give it 10 more seconds. All right, here we go. So let's get to the inside of his ears. So Wile E. Coyote, on the ear that we have that's bending over, right? It's just going to go up like that, and that's it. Super easy piece of cake. And then on the underneath side, he's got kind of this overlap there, like so, right? And then once we're all done with our main construction lines, we're going to go in and add our little fur and all that other kind of good stuff. So on this side, we're going to go from the top of his ear, and it'll bow out just a little bit and then come back in like that. And then we'll have these lines. He's got little, right, just like that. And we have now got all the main stuff in for our Wile E. Coyote. The last thing that we have to do now is go in and pick our decision lines, which is making our lines a little bit darker and adding some like fur texture. So I'm going to start with his ear. And usually when I go up on his ear, I got a little bit of fur at the top, right? And he's kind of a scruffy dude. So it's all right if the lines are a little, you know, a little rough. We'll give him some fur texture like that. Do the same thing with his eyebrows. Bring that down just a tad, then get into his eyes. All right, make those lines a little bit darker. So the nice thing about keeping our sketches super light at the beginning is we can kind of go in and, like, I have a whole bunch of lines that overlap when I'm sketching stuff out, and that way we can.
This is what it looks like. I did the sketch. I did over the dock lines.
Oh, see, you did great, man. So I want you to hold on to that because we're gonna go around the table here in a second and take a look at drawings if people want to show them, and I want you to show yours because I think you did a very good job. All right, and then his nose. So I'll shade in his nose because his nose is black.
I gotta move back my computer and you guys can see it later.
All right, well, we will definitely take a look at that. And then if you want, so Wile E. Coyote's hair on the side of his head, or I should say his the fur on the side right here is brown. This part of his nose, all of this is tan, so I'm gonna leave that white. So is his eyebrows and the insides of his ears. The outsides of his ears are a little darker brown. So I'm just gonna very, very lightly shade that. Okay, there we go. I'll shade his neck in. And just like that, bammo, you've got Wile E. Coyote. And if you want, you can maybe erase some of those searching lines that you had. Like I'll erase a little bit on the side of his head. Maybe a little bit in here, clean it up a little bit. There we go. All right. Piece of cake, just like that, we did Wile E. Coyote. And then last thing you got to do is sign it.
Last thing I do.
Last thing you got to do is sign it. All right. So I would love to see what everybody created. And you know what I realized is either Jenny or Riley showed theirs last time. Can't let that happen this time. So we'll make sure that they get to show theirs also. Randy, I think, went and drew on the walls from what I could see and did a Wile E. Coyote. So I would love to see what he did with that. And Dottie's been drawn away. I can totally tell. All right, here we go. Ready? You know what? I think we should go to Nathan first because Nathan's been
Okay.
a rock star on this. I'm going to spotlight you, buddy. Are you ready? Look at that. Well done, sir.
Oh.
And you
Nice, Nathan.
I love the bent ears and his elongated neck. Well done.
Thank you.
Did fantastic.
Okay, now I can get back to my screen.
Now I can. All right. How about I go to Lucy? Lucy, can I see yours? All right. Let's see Lucy's.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that. Can you
Wow.
put it down just a little bit?
Yeah.
A little bit more.
Wow.
Oh, good.
That's
Look at
amazing.
that in the fur.
Nice.
Incredible. I love it. You did a great job.
That's amazing.
That is amazing. All right.
Great job, Lucy.
Cool.
Derek, you want to show yours, buddy? Spotlight the video. Derek.
Wow. Derek, nice job. It looks
Yeah,
good. It looks
Derek,
good.
Good job.
I love
Wow.
the shaded in. Fur.
Great.
Well done, man. All right, let's go to Riley.
Jeez.
Come on, Riley. There you go.
Oh my.
Nice
Good job, Riley.
You're a good teacher, Ben.
Way to go, dude. All right, that's awesome. Lolo, can I go to you? Is that cool? All right, hold on. Let me spotlight your video.
Wow.
Lolo, that's
God.
awesome. Wow.
That's amazing.
Nice
Good job, girl.
Cool.
I'm just saying, Doug Jones would be totally proud of every single one of you. All right, Jillian, let's
Good job.
spotlight. I know. Look at that. Come on. There you
Oh,
go.
Wow.
Nice job.
Oh my God.
And
That's
also,
amazing.
I love
Cool.
it.
Good job.
I love
Good
it.
job is right.
Wow. I'm gonna make the. I hope the raccoon drew again because that'd be awesome if he did. But while we're waiting, I'm gonna spotlight Jenny.
Hi guys. Okay, so I'll show both of them since I didn't show my other one. So here's
Becky,
Wile
come
E.
on.
Coyote,
Wow.
and then there's Bugs Bunny.
Oh my gosh, that turned out
Good
awesome.
job.
Yay.
I've had some practice with Ben in the past.
We might have done this a few times. Oh wait, the raccoon drew. Let me spotlight
Wow.
the raccoon. Hold on a second. All right, Rocky, look at that.
Oh my gosh. Rocky's a good
Hidden
artist.
talent.
Right?
Wow,
He's
Rocky.
a good artist. Way to go, Rocky. All right. I'm
Impressive.
bring this back.
Great job, Rocky.
I see some other people on
Good
here.
job, everybody.
Kelly's iPhone. Did you draw something?
Oh, no, Kelly's iPhone was busy working, but just popped in at the exact right time to see people's drawings.
You want to speed draw while we're calling on other people? I'm kidding. All right. What about Mara? Mara jumped in.
Mara did not catch up on the drawing, but I'm very impressed with everyone.
What about Tyler? Tyler, do you want to show anything, buddy?
Tyler,
No,
you want to
Tyler
share?
doesn't want to show.
Well, ready.
What about Dottie? Dottie, did you draw? Yes, she did. Come on.
I want to see it.
I'm spotlighting Dottie. Here it comes. Wait, hold it a little
Move
bit.
it over a little bit.
Move it over a
Hold
little
it.
Move
Wait,
it to your.
There you go.
All right, now up a
Now
little bit.
Higher.
Well done.
Turn it over.
All right,
Did you do it with invisible ink, Toddy?
all right. So I think everybody did pretty phenomenal for never drawing Wile E. Coyote before.
Yeah.
I'd like to show you guys mine.
All right, hold on a second. Let's
It's
spotlight
Dennis.
Dennis. Let's spotlight Dennis. All right, then.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh, you can't see it with a virtual background.
He
There you go.
cheater.
Awesome.
That looks good.
Dennis, I didn't know you had it in you.
For a beginner, not bad.
Right.
Google images, my bad.
God, Dennis.
All right. So
That's good. Good job, Dennis.
Good job, Dennis. Dennis hit the Command P button, and that's okay. All right. So here we go. We're going to do one more, and this is a Chuck Jones original character.
Ben, real quick,
Yes.
could we have everybody just hold up their drawings together and then we'll take a screenshot?
Yeah, let's do that. Can everybody hold your drawing in front of the screen? Whichever one you want. All right, and then Riley, you let me know when you're ready.
All right. Rocky, you got a screenshot? No, he said. I gotta go over here.
Are we putting on?
Hang on, guys.
Well, Alyssa says she's still drawing.
Oh,
Tyler, I like your bugs.
Wow.
That looks really good, buddy.
awesome. All right. Thank you, guys.
Awesome. All right. So one more to finish off. The hour here, we're gonna get into a Chuck Jones original. This is Marvin the Martian, right? One of my all-time favorites. And surprise, surprise, we're gonna start with a circle. Go figure. So here we go. I'm gonna spotlight the overhead. Everyone's got their paper and pencil. All right, here we go. So about the middle of the paper, if you want, you can go ahead and draw. Again, notice how like my lines overlaps, not a big deal. And then we're gonna do a Marvin's gonna be looking, his eyes are always kind of down anyway, because he's kind of looking up through his helmet. We're gonna have a line go straight down the middle. And then my line is alrighty. So with Marvin, we usually start by doing like his helmet. So like from where these lines kind of connect on the sides of your circle, I just want you to go up like so. With the line. Doesn't matter if it goes over a little bit because we're gonna kind of trim it back.
I gotta go.
Okay. Who said?
Bye.
Bye. Have a good one. Thanks
Lucy.
for playing.
Bye.
Lucy,
Hey.
did great. All right, and then we're gonna go 2 lines to the side and do another curve. It's gonna be his visor to his helmet, right?
This is the best I started with. So I'm starting on the next piece that you guys are on.
Okay, awesome, dude. All right, so we've got this, and then we're gonna have these like this circle right here is going to be the bottom of his head because it is kind of a perfect circle. So I'm going to do 2 rectangles like that. It's going to be the sides of the flaps on his head. So Marvin the Martian's character design, when Chuck was doing it, came from a Spartan, right, warrior. You kind of see by how we're going to, once we get to the brush on his head. All right, so I'm just connecting lines. So you can see underneath here, I'm going to connect this flap underneath. I'm going to do the same thing here. And then I've got these 2 lines that go right to the side of his head where the circle is.
Here's mine.
Right? And then underneath this flap on his visor, I'm going to do 1 more line underneath and bring it all the way around like so. So that's like so we can see the underneath of his helmet. Okay.
Got it.
All right. Now on the top of his head, we're going to just follow this circle kind of around a little bit bigger than what it is. So that nice curved line. And then above here, I want you to do 1 rectangle like this because this is going to be the point of his brush. So that line just sits right at the top. And then, like as in all good perspective drawings, it's going to angle back because it kind of goes behind his head. So just kind of take 2 lines and angle them in a little bit. All right, and now to get the brush on the top of his head, I'll usually start off with just a kind of a rectangular shape like this. And then I'm going to pause while everybody catches up. There's a rectangular shape at the top, and that's kind of gives us the outline of the brush on the top of his head. So I'll give everybody about a minute here to, nice job, Nathan.
Yeah, I did.
I see that, buddy. We'll give everybody a minute here to catch up.
Sorry, guys. I gotta go because my uncle just got here.
All right, Tyler. Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for drawing.
Bye.
Bye, bud. Bye, Tyler.
I'll
Bye,
send you guys
Tyler.
pictures.
Yeah, we want to see them. Post them in the Facebook group.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
All right. So we'll get into, I'm going to add some definitions. So the brush, right, kind of the lines, remember this is cartoony, right? So lines aren't always necessarily straight. So it kind of curves out like that a bit. And I'll add a little definition to the brush. There's like kind of where the bristles kind of break apart. Give everybody a minute for that. All right. Now, as we get into his eyes, remember that line that we have kind of like right here? Well, instead of like sitting his eyes necessarily on top, we're going to bring them down just above that line like this. We have 2 half lines right there, and then put his eyeballs in like so.
I put too many lines in.
That's okay. You know what? Look at how many lines I've got. I got a ton of lines, but I'm going to go and pick my...
On top of the guy.
Oh, that's okay. You just have more bristles than I do. That's fine. All right, so you have his eyes, and he's going to kind of be looking like up at us, right? So his eyes are like this. I'll usually, again, I'll leave like a little like white spot in the middle, kind of like a reflection. Go down a little bit. So you guys can see a little bit more. And then he's got eyebrows, even though we're going to shade in his face. So his eyebrows, what I would recommend you doing is just doing a very light line like this. And then we want him angled down because he's always angry, very angry. Okay, and then from here, so we got all that roughed in, right? So if you need some catch-up time, this is a good time to do it. What I want you to do is kind of pick that line on his head, make it a little bit darker, and then we're going to shade it in. So just don't shade inside this shape that you did, shade around it. Like this. And then we'll make him a little bit darker here, and this will give us a little definition in his head. Again, don't that space you left for his eyebrows, we're gonna leave that white, kind of like a highlight. Just take your pencil and all right. And then from here, you got it shaded in, looks, I'll darken in around his eyeballs a little bit. Okay. And then from here, we're gonna do a little bit more where you pick your final lines, right? So I'm gonna pick my final line and make it a little bit darker, like so. You guys can do the same with yours. Make that a little bit darker. Now his helmet is green, but for all intents and purposes today, what I'm going to do to show kind of a different tone, if you will, is I'm just going to put like a line like this here and a thinner one there, and that kind of shows me a little bit of a reflection. And then remember his brush, so detail, and there's also this little stem right here above. That's what kind of holds his brush to his helmet. So I just draw that little bump. All right, there we go. And just like that, you have drawn an original Chuck Jones character, Marvin the Martian. All right, so would love to see what everybody did for those who would like to show. Not everybody has to show. Dottie, I sincerely hope you have something. I'm not making you do it, but it'd be awesome if you did.
I will show.
All right, who wants to show? Nathan, we're gonna start with you, buddy. Ready? I'm gonna spotlight your video.
Okay.
All right, buddy, you're live. Nice.
Love it, dude. It looks great.
God, I love the extra bristles on the top of his brush. Nice
Thank
job.
you. You did such a good job.
Did a good job.
Thank
All right,
you.
you're welcome. Let's go to Derek. Can I show yours, buddy?
Mine kind of, I shaded in the mouth on X and the eyes.
Yeah, but
That's
I like the
okay.
brush.
I love this shape. You got a shape down. That looks good, man. I can tell it's Marvin the Martian. All right, Lolo. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Look at that.
Yeah.
Yes. Good job, man.
Yeah.
Good job. Love the
Bravo.
shape. Randy, did you draw it? Or is that like is that a piece of paper or is that a curtain? Oh, Randy drew hearts. Leave that up there, Randy, because I'm going to spotlight you anyway. Look at that. Good job, Randy. All right, let's go to Jenny. She should have totally have drawn this.
Totally.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nice work. Good job, Jenny.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Dennis, did you draw it? And not from an Epson, but like with a All right, let's go to Riley. Spotlight Riley. Let's see what you got. Nice job, Riley. Well done, man.
That's nice.
It is nice. See, look at-
Hey, thanks, guys.
All right, so before we round out here, as 4 o'clock, would anybody else like to show their drawing? Take that as a no. Although, Ella, did you want to show yours, dear?
Me?
Okay.
What about, I know Alyssa Fell behind a little bit. Did she have any finished ones she wanted to show?
Finishing one up right now.
Awesome.
Wait, Ella, did you do Marvin, Ella? I don't know. Okay. All right. So as we close it out, and then Alyssa can show her. Riley, what do you have anything to close out with?
The next activity is going to be at 7 o'clock. Randy is going to lead us in a scavenger hunt. You want to tell us a little bit about what's going on, Randy?
Yeah, I'm all excited about it. It's going to be a scavenger hunt that you're going to do right inside your house. You're going to be finding ordinary items that you may or may not find in your house. And there will be a prize for the person who can get there the quickest and find the most things. It's going to be a good time. Very fun.
Awesome. Awesome. Looks like Alyssa's ready.
Thank you guys, by the way. All right, we're going to spotlight Alyssa, and then thank you guys so much for joining today. I had a blast. Look at that. Come on now.
Nice.
Good job, Alyssa.
Nice
Good work,
job.
honey.
Good job, Alyssa. You did awesome, man. All right, dude. So it was a pleasure to hang out with you today. Thank you so much for letting me come in. And
Thank you.
Thank you, Ben.
Thanks, Ben.
Thank you.
Great afternoon.
This was great. Thank you.
Welcome. And then Randy, on your scavenger hunt, maybe it's you drew on the wall, and we have to come find that.
Okay.
All right. All right,
Bye.
guys. Have a great afternoon.
Thanks, Ben.
Take care, guys.
Thanks, everyone. See you at 7.
Bye.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was good.
Bye.
Bye.